how much does it actually cost to file for a divorce?
Traditionally, the filing fees for divorce are around $220. I think they sometimes are as low as $190, but traditionally, I think it's around $220. And then obviously, you have to, if you're doing personal service, by a civil process server or maybe by the sheriff's office, you're probably tacking on another $60 to $80, depending on who you hire and how many times they have to try to serve that person.
Can you talk a little bit about how the industry typically charges clients that are looking for services from an attorney, and how we are different here at Sterling?
Almost always, better than 90% of the attorney population in family law, as far as I understand it, practices on what's called an hourly basis. So if a client wants to have an attorney represent them in a family law action, traditionally what that client is going to do is they're going to be asked to pay what's called a retainer. A retainer would be a fairly substantial sum of money given to that attorney right away, and for lack of a better term, put in escrow. And so what that retainer does is it allows that attorney to work on that case. Now, typically, attorneys who are asking for retainers are hourly attorneys, meaning they have an hourly rate that they charge, for every 1/10 or every 6 minutes that they work on a case. And so let's say, for the sake of argument, that I'm a client and I'm asked to put down a $3,000 retainer for an attorney who works at $300 an hour, which is, fairly traditional depending on where you go. High metro, metro areas, 300, around 300 is fairly normal. And maybe more rural areas, it might be $150 to $200 an hour, kind of depending on the attorney. But what that attorney is going to do is that attorney is going to work, and they're going to bill at a rate of whatever it is per hour, divided by 1/10, and they'll kind of catalog their time. And then when they finally burn through that retainer, what they're going to do is they're going to keep working, and then they're going to send the client a bill at the end of the month that says, okay, we went through the retainer and I worked an additional X amount of time times my rate. This is what you owe me now. And I'm going to keep working, and I'm going to keep working, and I'm going to keep working, and I'll keep sending you bills. I think that can be a fairly precarious position, quite frankly. And I used to be an hourly attorney, so I know this. If I were a client, I'd be pretty worried about that, because I don't know that I would exercise a great deal of control over my own case. And in a family law case, family law is very human law. And these are cases that matter for a person's life. Everything's kind of on the line here, right? You married someone, or you had children with someone, and these are the things that are central to anyone's life. The finances, of course, being attached to that. A family law case in the state of Wisconsin, even filing for divorce, minimum waiting time is 120 days from the date of filing. So if I file for divorce on the 1st of April, we can count it down: May 1st, June 1st, July 1st. I can't even be divorced until August 1st. So that's 4 months of time. A $3,000 retainer at $300 an hour is not going to get you very far. 10 hours will be spent, if someone's really working your case and trying to do a good job for you. 10 hours is going to be spent in the first couple of weeks easily. And what they're going to do is they're going to bill you thereafter. The difference with what we do, and I'm sure this sounds biased in me saying so, and I'm wearing the jacket with the vest that says it, but quite frankly, a lot of what attracted me to Sterling Law Office is that we have what's called a fixed fee model for our clients. I always think about it, maybe it's unpopular today in terms of COVID times, but I always thought of it as like an all-inclusive cruise. You pay one fee and you get everything. No matter where you go on the ship, no matter what you ask for, no matter what you need, you get that. And there's any of a number of people working in an unlimited capacity, all for you, and it doesn't cost you a dime more to do. I think there's a lot of control and there's a lot of comfort that clients feel because of our fixed fee model. It's always amazing to me, because if I'm a client, I'm rarely talking to I can't imagine talking to a lawyer about fee structure. I am often amazed at the unsolicited comments our clients say to us about how they can't believe more lawyers aren't in a fixed fee structure, because it's so client friendly, because it makes so much sense. Because quite frankly, let's be honest, a divorce action is not perfectly predictable. while the process is fairly normal, the nuances of, finances, market changes, emotion, unstable positions, unstable opposing parties, any of a number of things that cannot be perfectly and accurately predicted may arise within a family law circumstance, that's going to add cost on an hourly basis. So our fixed fee structure accounts for that, and it says, look, no matter what happens, no matter what's in front of you, we're guaranteeing you this is exactly the amount that you're going to pay, and we're going to deal with it. And I think, there's a real level of comfort. There's a reduction of anxiety, and what it does is it allows us as lawyers to be actual lawyers. It sounds a little bit poetical, but I say this to everyone, and I mean it. I think really good lawyers act as knights for their clients. That they step out in front of them, they're carrying a sword, they're carrying a shield, and they're walking in front of them and protecting them the whole way. What they're not doing is sending the client out in front of the lawyer and saying, go for it. I'll just let you know what you owe me on the back end. We want to go and get a result for them, and that allows us to do so.
Thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and share. Your interaction with our content is greatly appreciated. Visit sterlinglawyers.com to learn more about our firm and meet our attorneys.